What is up, you guys? It's Nicole here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I've been doing the last couple of weeks. The last couple of weeks I've been doing product reviews to give you guys some ideas for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because it is coming up on the holiday season, and a lot of people like to find new things and like to buy and purchase new things just to try them out, or to give them as like a gift, or like get them something small as like a stocking stuffer. So today's video is going to be my daily makeup routine and the products that I use on a day-to-day basis. It's not going to be as much of like a tutorial as it is just kind of showing you guys what I do on a day-to-day basis with my makeup routine. But before we get into that, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. If you like me doing the product reviews, if you want to see more stuff like this, then definitely let me know. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. I don't use any primer or anything like that just because I have an oily type skin with some dry patches, but primer for me tends to emphasize the oily patches that are on my skin. So we're gonna jump right in to foundation. I have the matte and poreless foundation from Maybelline, and it is in 105 Fair Ivory. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it on a damp beauty blender. This one is just one from e.l.f. that I got at Walmart. Unfortunately, about the first time that I actually went to wash it, it ripped in half. So hey, it's only a couple of bucks, so I've just been using it. I probably should get a new one because it is starting to rip on this one. I'm just too lazy to go out and get one. So what I normally do is before I open it, I just give it a little bit of a shake. I pour about that much to start off with. Sometimes it ends up being a little bit too much, but that's okay because the sponge tends to soak it up since this is more of a liquid foundation, and I just go right in. I will go ahead and go in with my concealer. This is one that I actually got in my Insta subscription. It is the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Waterproof Concealer. This is in the shade Light. This concealer is a little bit more of a yellow undertone. So if you're more of a pink undertone, I kind of don't recommend this. Take it right under my eyes, down my nose. I don't do here because I'll do more of my highlight on there. I don't do my chin because it makes it look a little bit cakey, and I also don't do my forehead because it makes my forehead look cakey, but since I actually cut my bangs, I guess it really doesn't matter. I don't really need concealer up there anyways. So I'll take the other part of my beauty blender and I will just blend it in. I was actually straightening my hair a little bit ago, and the entire time all I heard was footsteps from my neighbors going up and down the staircase. It was so annoying. It actually sounded like someone was in my apartment, which is weird. Okay, but after I have that blended out, I will go straight into my setting powder. I use the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in 5 Fair. And I'll shake it, and then I'll just take the lid off, and whatever is sitting here on the lid, I will just dunk it in there while it's still wet. And then press it underneath my eyes and along the side of my nose. Also on my chin. I will let that sit. Next, I will go into my brows, which a lot of the products that I use on a day-to-day basis I actually got from my Ipsy subscription. So it's actually pretty good. A lot of it is, like sample sizes for like lotions and hair products and stuff like that. But a lot of the time that I get makeup, I'll actually get full-size stuff. So this is the Arch Arrival Brow Definer by Sugar, and it is in the color Taupe. It has a spoolie on one side, and then it's just a twist up pen here. It is actually in more of like a triangle type shape. For me, that's just what I like because it actually gets my brows done quicker because I don't like to spend that much time on my brows. Usually start by filling in the front here, the front half. Then I will take it at the front and flick upwards to kind of mimic hairs. And then last, what I'll do is I will line out this part, fill it in. Okay, so that took like 2 minutes, probably a little bit longer. I over exaggerate time frames. It's kind of funny because my husband will just be like, oh yeah, we just did that like 2 days ago. And I'm like, I thought that was like a week ago. I don't know what it is with me and time frames. We just don't get along. Once I'm done with brows, sometimes if I feel like it, I will actually go through with concealer and line my brows, but it's usually when I'm like in a rush and I need to clean some things up. But it actually looks pretty good, so I don't feel like I need that. Next step is actually eyeshadow. I don't do eyeshadow every day. Normally when I'm in a hurry, I'll just skip it. I'll just throw on liner and mascara. But I have a little bit of extra time today. I don't want to do too much. I have some products here that I've actually been using for like forever. So I don't really feel like I need to do anything to eccentric? I don't know. So what I'm going to go in first is with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I've had this for ever. It lasts so long. Probably because there for a while I didn't do any makeup like at all. But I'll just take that on my eyelid. And then I will use my finger and put it all over. Okay, so once that's done, I'm actually in a little bit of a habit now of not using any shadow to set the eyeshadow primer, just because I feel like it gives it more of a tacky base to stick to, so it doesn't wear down as long. So what I'm going to do first is I'm actually going to go in with a fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M573. It is just like a tapered fluffy brush. I'll usually like take it on my hand or the back of my hand to kind of dust it off. As my transitions shade, if I know where I put all my stuff, I will actually go in with this little 4 palette here by Covergirl. It is in the shade 215. It's Country Woods. This one I've actually had for years, so I'm not exactly sure if it's available. Normally everything that I use, I link it down in the description box, so if I can find it, I will definitely link it. If not, I'll try to see if I can link like a little bit of a dupe. But it is just a 4 palette one that's got 4 different kinds of browns. One is more of a satin finish, and this one is more of a metallic. So what I'll do is I'll take this satin one here and I'll coat the brush. I'll start more on the outer edge and then work my way in with windshield wiper motions. And I'll try to kind of flick it out a little bit here to not make it look so rounded on the edges. But I'll take it in the crease and then just a tad bit above too, to get a little bit of a blend because I do have hooded eyes. Okay, so once I feel like I got a pretty good amount on, really I did 1 dunk in the eyeshadow each eye. So it really didn't take that much effort to blend. So it gave a little bit of color for the transition and it gives us a starting point. So what I'll do next is I will actually take a smaller crease brush, a more defined one. This is the IBY Beauty crease brush. I will have that linked below as well. And I will actually take the brown from this palette here. It's another CoverGirl palette. It is 118 Major Distraction. This one's pretty old as well, so I'll try to find it for you guys. But I will take this one and run this one in here. And I will actually stamp it on the outside of the eye a little bit and focus more just on the crease, and I'll try to stay on the outer portion here. So once I'll do that, I'll go back to the other brush that I just used, and I will go right in between those and just blend this out. I didn't pick any more product up, I'm just gonna blend it. So once I got that done, most of the time I will go in with a packing brush, if I can find one. Okay, so this is the EyeEnhancers kind of like packing brush. I got this in the Ipsy one as well, but I will link it down below if I can find it. But I'll go back to the palette that we used, the crease shade, and I will use the metallic shade here. I will pack it right on the lid. Okay, so now that we got the lids done, as you can see, it's more of just a natural kind of look. That's usually what I go for on an everyday basis. But now that we've got that done, it is time to dust off our bake. I'll go ahead and take the Morphe R14 brush and go into my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Press Powder in 120. I need to get a new one, obviously. I barely got anything down here. But I'll swirl it in here, coat the brush. I will go on the parts first that don't have any of that baking powder on there, and then wipe the bake off. I don't know what is up with my bangs today, but I got out of the shower and was blow drying and straightening my hair, and my cowlick wants to come in right here and give me like this big old gap. So that looks good. Next, what I will do is I will take the Firma 102 brush. It's just a big packing blending brush. And I will go into the Maybelline Master Contour Kit. This is in the shade 10, light to medium. I used to actually use all of it, but I found other products that I liked, so I'll only go in here for the contour. Take it here on my cheek, go under the chin, but I won't dip into it too much. So after I'll do that, I will go ahead and take the little brush that it comes with and do the sides of my nose. And once I do that, I will go ahead and take the Morphe R14 again and just blend it. I will go ahead and take my Morphe E4 brush. It's just an angled brush that I use for blush. And I will go into the blush that I actually got from Ipsy as well. It's Tarte in the shade Quirky. And I like it. It gives it, it's more of like a peachy tone. It's not really like pink or anything like that. But I'll just kind of do this, dust off the excess, pack it on to the apples first, and then dust it on the back of my hand and blend it. Whatever is left on the brush, I'll just go down my nose and do this, and I don't know why I do it. There's probably no reason to do it. I just do. And then after that, I will actually go back into the eyeshadow and do the lower lash line. And I will go ahead and take a kind of a small packing brush like this. This is the Morphe 421. I will go back into this palette and use the same brown shade that I just used. And I'll get that, and then I will do it just on the lash line, and I'll try not to pull it down too far. I just want to smoke it out. It's the Morphe R39, and I will go back into the crease shade that we actually used, this one, and blend it out. What I normally do is I'll just take a black liner here. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On pencil, I really like it. It's just a normal pencil and it does not budge. I usually don't do top liner, so what I'll do is I'll just take this on the waterline. My eyes water every time I do that. Inner corner highlight, I will actually take the DLS eyeshadow crayon in the shade Fetch, and I'll just do right on the inner corner. Okay, then once that's done, I will jump right into mascara. I normally use the Maybelline mascara, the Falsies one, but I actually did just get this in my November Ipsy bag and actually really like it. It is the Punk Volumizer Mascara by Decay? I actually have never heard of this brand. But it's just a little sample size, so of course when I'm done using this, then I'll just use the Maybelline one again. But if you can't tell, I kind of like Maybelline. I like it because it doesn't flake in it or anything, because normally the Falsies mascara by Maybelline will end up flaking all right here by the end of the day, and I don't like it. So once I have the mascara done, I will actually go in with my setting spray. So I use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. I actually need to get another one. Once I do that, I will actually go into highlighter. I do highlighter first just because the setting spray tends to take a little bit of the sheen out of it. So I will go ahead and take the Morphe R36 and the Wet n Wild highlighting powder. This is in shade 321B, Precious Petals. Do right on the upper part, really light-handed because I don't like too much of a blinding highlight. But I'll take it down the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the chin, and then I'll take right at the edge of the brush and highlight the brow bone. So as soon as that's done, I will go ahead and do the lips last. This is the NYX Whipped. It's in the shade Cocoa Bean. So I will actually try to see if I can find this as well. I will take this or any kind of neutral matte. The other ones that I normally use are the Milani lipsticks. I actually really like those. But those tend to give you that ring on the inside of your mouth. So this actually just comes right off because it's a whipped lipstick. So I'll take this. So it gives me a little bit of color, but doesn't really feel like I'm wearing anything. That is basically my everyday routine. A lot of the products that I do use are from the drugstore, other than like my the Morphe setting spray, and then like my eyeshadow primer and my eyeliner, but I actually got this one in the Ipsy subscription as well. With that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's a little bit longer than the videos that I have posted in the past, but let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see more videos like this. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. It'd be greatly appreciated. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.